Flexers. Welcome back to another episode of Flexing on Melanin Podcast. I am your host, Alexa Darling, of course. And we
And
have.
Swan.
So, listen, today we're not actually going to have a video, like an actual live video happening because the weather in Houston has been really crazy this for like the past 2 weeks, I believe.
It's been
And
stupid.
yeah,
It's really been
it
stupid.
is dumb because it's not even raining no more anymore at this point. But it
Yeah.
took us this morning and we thought it was gonna be raining all day and we basically couldn't meet up today, but we're still showing up. And I
Yeah.
hope you guys.
And you know the Houston floods like super easy. So it was just much better for our safety
Hmm.
to do it this way. So
Right. So today's topic is going to be idolizing celebrities. This happens often in every, like, I feel like I see it everywhere, especially on social media.
oh gosh, yeah. I think
Like,
it's especially because of social media. I think
right.
it makes celebrities much more accessible like than back in my day because like there was no
Hmm.
way for you to really access celebrities because we didn't have social media. You know,
Right.
you couldn't slide in nobody's DMs or nothing like that. But I think because celebrities are much more accessible now,
Hmm.
that it makes people idolize them even more because you can comment and then they might comment back and
Yep.
then you feel like you just feel like you're walking on cloud nine. A lot of people will almost hold them to the standard of God almost,
and
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 I'm
funny
just like,
enough, that's very true because I see people who even like relationships, in the relationships,
mhm,
they idolize them and they make it seem like they have a perfect relationship, like they don't go through anything,
yes,
and they want to be like them, and that's a form of
hmm,
idolizing someone that you don't even know, right? Like you
yeah,
don't, you have no idea what these people go through. Um,
exactly,
they're not gonna share it either. I mean, and I don't blame them. They don't.
yeah.
I don't think they're supposed to, but it's not like that's not normal. I feel
Yeah, I
like.
think people forget that celebrities are human. It's like once you become a celebrity or you become famous or recognized, all over the place, it's
Hmm.
like people forget that they're humans. They're human beings. They go through stuff. They have bad days.
Yep.
This the same way you do. Like if a celebrity, for example, let me go ahead and throw this in here. My favorite
Oh.
group in the my favorite group in the entire world is Boys to Men. Like anybody who knows me knows that that's like my group.
Hmm.
And I remember most recently, I think Candy had done an interview where she was, I guess, airing out some stuff. Like she had worked with them on a song or something, and I guess they had like a little disagreement, and she
Right.
labeled them difficult to
Oh.
work with. Yeah. And so anyway, but I was like reading the comments and I remember them saying about how like a bunch of people, I guess, who may have met them in passing in airports or whatever. And they were just saying about how they were or assholes or whatever. And I was like, it
Wow.
rubbed me the wrong way because I've met them several times and I've never experienced anything but
Hmm.
kindness. And so it made me think about that. It's like, well, because I think about our platform, and we don't know where God is going to take us with
Right.
this. But I
Right.
think about if we were to become celebrities and become well known, we're human beings.
Hmm.
We have bad days just like
Yeah.
everybody else, and so do celebrities. So I'm like, if you catch me on a bad day, I might be an asshole or a bitch that day. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I'm like,
Exactly.
so like,
It's like
what's the
you can. I'm sorry to cut you off, friend. You really can like expect for someone to always be necessarily like in a good mood, or
exactly
you know what I'm saying? Because again,
right?
like you have emotions, people have feelings. Who know what
Mm-hmm.
someone, what that person went through that day? Who nobody knows. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Exactly. That's exactly my point. It's like, but you don't. But it's no different than the person at the grocery store that
Right.
might be having a bad day. You don't go and find that person's social media and get
Hmm.
on there and start berating them and all that. And I'm like, y'all need to stop doing that to these celebrities. They are human
Yeah,
just like we are.
that's very true.
And stop
That's.
holding yourself to like these impossible standards. Like I know, um, like being a makeup artist, and that's one of the things that irritates me is when
Hmm.
somebody sits in my chair and they tell me that they want to look like XYZ celebrity. And
Oh
I'm
my goodness,
like,
Kardashian.
girl, matter of fact, I had a girl ask exactly for that. I want to look like Kim Kardashian. You know, I like her makeup, and I want to look just like the way she looks in her contour, and blah 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 blah. And the girl was like 19. I'm like,
Oh
sweetie,
wow.
all that
Yeah.
stuff that you don't need that. Like, you got 19-year-old skin, sweetie. Your
I
skin is
honestly do feel
still,
like people like that have insecurities because
yeah,
why do you want to look like somebody else? Okay, I can say
yeah,
like I can. Okay, one thing I do can say is like if I do want to get my makeup done, I'll
hmm
say something like you can probably do this eyeshadow like these colors maybe like try to what I
right.
mean, but not make me look like
Like, look
someone.
like her. It's like, girl, come on. Like, my thing is that she don't look like Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm not being shady, but I'm just saying, but she has a lot of makeup and highlight and contour.
Right.
They get Botox and fillers and all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So it's like, you don't know what she looks like
With no yeah.
like when you see her on social media or on TV, magazines, it's like she's presenting the best. These celebrities, like you were
Mm-hmm.
saying, they're not going to necessarily present the ugly side of themselves to
It's
the
not
world.
convenient to them. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And then they use filters and all that stuff too. So it's like you're
Right.
seeing their
And
best.
let's be honest. A lot of times there are other celebrities, who they're not as kind. You know what I mean? Like they really are not humble. A lot of
Right.
them, they really like they let that status, get to their head and they forget where they
Mm-hmm.
come from.
Yeah.
And like let's say like you idolizing, for example, Beyonce. Not saying that she's not humble, but I'm just giving an example. Let's say you idolize her and you
Mm-hmm.
get to meet her one day, and
Right.
she gives you like a whole attitude, like don't get close to me, or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like things like that. Like that is just
Yeah.
like you
Beyonce
don't, you know.
Beyonce is a great example because of why you don't idolize celebrities, for example, or relationships. Because
Yeah.
everybody was like, I want that Jay-Z and Beyonce
Mm-hmm.
relationship and all that. And then they have infidelity.
Yep.
And then people don't understand too. It's like you want these celebrities' lives, but you don't understand what it takes or what they had to go through to get that.
Like I
I
know it's
remember,
not easy.
right? For example, Jennifer Hudson, one of my absolute favorite female singers, like probably like of my generation. I think she is
Mm-hmm.
awesome. And so, but her mom and her brother and her nephew, I believe, were killed by her sister's ex.
Jesus
And
Christ.
so, but that might have been what was in the stars for her, in order to thrust her forward, or or
Mm-hmm.
to whatever that might have been in the card. So it's like you might be saying you like want Jennifer Hudson's life, but it's like, but would you be willing to take this that comes
Right.
along with that? So in order to have her life, you would have to not have your mama, your brother, and your nephew. Would you be willing to do that? And most people
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be.
Exactly.
So I'm like, stop coveting other people's lives, because you, like you said, you don't know what they're going through or what they have to go through to get to that point.
And also like just the fact that they're on social media, like that already, like I'm pretty sure a lot of these people go through, where they feel
Hmm.
like they are failure, because the
Yeah.
comments, people are very that people like that be on these comments, they have no filter. Okay, like they
Yeah.
just say anything rude, you know what
Hmm.
I mean? They don't think about how they're human people. They don't think about any of that. They
Mm-mm.
just think like, oh, that's Beyonce, so I'm gonna say what I want to say, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I think it takes, I know for a fact, I'm not a celebrity, of course, but I can only imagine how tough it will be to be a celebrity and having my life out there and people, like
Hmm.
giving people the option for them to say what they want to say about me when they don't even
Yeah.
know me,
Yeah. Nothing's private.
Nothing is
Nothing is
private.
private. Like we keep using Beyonce, but I just think about her. She wanted the privacy of not having her children, her babies,
Hmm.
photographed, and she doesn't
Hmm.
even have that. I couldn't imagine that. I
Yep,
couldn't
she didn't
imagine
have it.
having to go everywhere and keep my children's faces covered because
Right.
paparazzi won't respect the fact that these are kids, these are
That
minors,
don't
these
make
are
no
innocent.
sense.
These are innocent children. I just couldn't imagine that. You know.
But I'm not gonna lie though, I give it up to her because I think she's one of the many who is very private with her life now.
Mm-hmm.
And like even
You
when she
have to
posts a
be.
picture, yeah, like
You
that's
have to be.
like she even when she posts a picture on Instagram, she doesn't even like sometimes she doesn't even write a caption about anything. She just
Mm-hmm.
posts a picture and leave.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like that's I respect that because I know this woman go through a lot. She got 3 kids, a
Mm-hmm.
husband. She's, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So as a human being, I can only imagine like the amount of things she go through on a daily.
Yeah. Like
Um,
the what they say, the saying is what, new levels, new devils.
yeah, of
You
course.
know?
That's
it's
why I don't
when
ever want to be no girl. I be telling myself, I don't want to be famous, and I don't ever want to
yeah.
be in no position where people have to,
Yeah, but see, and I
no.
got like a little, like a little taste. You know what I was telling you about the shade room with my
Oh yeah,
eyelashes.
girl.
You know what I'm saying? That
Yes.
was just a little glimpse, just a really small, small, small sliver of what celebrities go through.
Go
It was
through.
like, I'm just like, and me just for over some damn lashes. People coming over to your page and leaving hateful comments or something that you perceive as good or creativity, then they get in the comments and start berating you and,
Yeah.
and you know, down talking you and hating, and that was just a small thing. And I'm like, thank God I'm at the place where I am now, like emotionally and mentally,
Oh yeah.
but I could, and that was just like that one time, but I could not imagine going through that over
All
and
the time.
over and over and over again.
Yeah, and
It wears
I think
down
that
on
comes with
you.
growth, honestly, because
Mm-hmm.
um, like someone that maybe like let's say if you were younger, I don't think you would have handled it that way you handled it. You probably would
Mm-mm.
handle it differently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would
because
have hurt.
she won crazy. So
I'm not. I'm not crazy. No, but I'm saying, but no, I think But when I was younger, it probably would have like just really fucked up my self esteem. I'm like,
yeah.
well, damn, this is something that I'm proud of that I created, and people are, insulting me just because
Hmm.
they don't like it or just because it's not their cup of tea.
And it
You
wasn't
are.
everybody though. It was some people liked it.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It was, but I'm like, I didn't create this for you. I created this for me, and that's what art is. You create what you like.
Exactly. Exactly.
But now, yeah, I'm at this age and stage in my life, yeah, I don't give a damn whether you like it or
Yeah.
not. If you don't like it, don't buy it.
They say
But
that's what happens when you get to 30s. You start
girl,
doing health.
girl, I'm damn near 40, so
Right. And I
I
cannot
don't
wait.
give.
I always say I cannot wait to get to that point. Even though you know, I do care sometimes, but like I know I cannot wait to get to that point, bro. Listen.
You, you got 15. You got 15 years, boo.
Oh,
You got
don't.
15.
Oh,
You
baby.
got 15 years. Take your time, girl. Take your time.
15 years for what, friend? I
Till,
mean,
till you
that's a
get to
30.
40. No, well, till
Oh
you get to
no.
40. I said I'm almost 40. Yeah, you
Oh
got
yeah.
15 years to 40. Yeah, take your time. Take your
Uh,
time. Shoot.
but yeah, so yeah, I think it's not okay to be idolizing these celebrities. You know what I'm saying? They go through the same thing we go through. The only thing is we just see the good side of them. Them with makeup, the women, with makeup, the guys, of course,
And we also
spend
see
their
their
money.
mistakes. That's the difference between us making a mistake and them making a mistake.
Uh
When
huh.
you make a mistake, you don't have 50,000 cameras following you or
Right.
millions and millions of people ready to tell you about how bad your mistake was, how bad you messed up. You can
Right.
you can make your mistake, correct it, and move on in private. They make
Yep.
a mistake, it is all over the news, it's all over the blogs,
Mhm. People
it's
judging.
everywhere. And that right there in itself is something that is like, I don't, girl, I don't know how I would handle that.
Yeah.
First of all, my mouth is slick. That this mouth of mine is, girl.
Yeah. That's why
Mm-mm.
sometimes I guess that's why sometimes it's better to stay quiet and not really like
Mm-hmm.
read them too much.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like you have to be in control of what you really allow these people to see.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that I read about trolls. I was curious, and so I was reading about people who troll, and they were saying like the best defense against trolls are just to ignore them. They
Yeah.
said because they're looking for any kind of attention.
Or
If
block them.
any kind of, I don't, girl, I wouldn't even block them. I'm just not gonna, because when you block them, then they go and make the fake accounts, and then it becomes a challenge. Then they got all these fake accounts, and you
Who
know,
has time to
and
do all that? Like I don't understand.
girl, people who don't have enough just who don't have enough to do
Yeah,
and
that's
who are miserable
insane.
in their lives. You
Wow.
have to be hella miserable in your life to go make another account. And then it shows
Hmm.
it shows what a coward you are, first of all. Is because if you can't talk your ish from your regular
Right.
account, and then this is my other thing that irritates me about people like that. They'll talk there, and the few that do talk their ish from their account, it's always private. Why is your account
Mm.
private? So we can't come in and look at your
Exactly.
pictures and hold you to the same standards that you
You know
trying
what?
to hold whoever
Yeah.
you talking about to?
Right.
But
That's crazy. They know what they be doing though. Like,
but yeah, but the thing is too, the only person that you should ever be idolizing is God, and I think that's
hmm
part of the issue.
yep,
Because man is gonna fail you every single time.
right. That's what we need to normalize. Literally, like idolizing God,
Idolizing
and
God.
not being
Hello.
ashamed of talking about it, and just praising Him out loud. Like, it's okay to do that. Like,
It was like,
people
man,
people be worried about the wrong thing, yo.
they do. It's like you'll share a whole post about so and so celebrity just having a baby or
Yeah,
getting divorced, but you won't share about how good God has been to you that week, or
right.
that how God has blessed you with whatever He's blessed you with lately.
hmm
You won't share that, but you'll damn sure share about homegirl's man didn't cheated on her.
Girl, listen, I cannot
No,
take it. I cannot take it. This whole everything going on, and just social media has changed so much.
it has definitely changed.
And I don't, mind you, I'm young. It's not like I lived or experienced
Right.
back in the day, but even like let's say from 10 years ago, like stuff
Hmm.
has just changed a lot.
Yeah, social
With
media. I
because of
remember
social media.
Facebook was like the only like
hmm
so, and before Facebook it was MySpace. I don't know if you
I remember
remember if
MySpace. I had a MySpace and
you
I
had a
had a High
MySpace
Five. You
page.
remember High Five?
I didn't have none. I don't know about that.
High Five,
I
High
never
Five, and
heard of
MySpace were on like the same. I think High Five came a little after MySpace.
it. Girl, we had Black. You had Black Planet. You have a Planet.
Nah.
That might have that might have been just in the States, but it was Black Planet. It was like a MySpace for Black people.
Oh wow.
Yeah, girl,
Did I say
that social
Black
media has come
Planet?
along. It was
I
called
can.
Black Planet, girl. It was a hookup site, basically, is what it ended
Oh
up turning
wow.
into, girl. Yeah, but
Well,
but yeah,
you was on a cipher.
I was, I had me a little account though. I had me a
What?
little. I
Okay.
wonder if Black Planet. I wonder if they have, and if they do, I wonder if I can remember my dang password and log in and see.
Oh my God. Is it still? You think it's still like there? Like it's still?
I don't, I don't know if it's still up or not. I'm about to check right now. I'm
I
trying to see if
cannot.
it's still a thing.
I cannot. No, but
Girl,
seriously,
no,
we gotta do better though
we
because
do.
it's not even. It's not even that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like I do like to
Yeah,
share, of course. To be honest with you, I'm not one of those girls who really cares for celebrities. Like I don't watch much
yeah,
TV or I really don't care. And even on
yeah,
social media, I don't really follow celebrities because I'm like, I'm just following y'all. Y'all don't follow me back. Y'all not gonna
right.
engage with me. So like what's the point of me even
Yeah,
following you? You know what I
yeah,
mean? I only follow people that I can, that I really, really like, with just a few of them. Um, but yeah, it's just so crazy for people to just act like these people are so perfect when they're just like us,
yeah.
literally.
They
Because even
are.
even me as a blogger, like I can, like of course I take pictures all the time, and I'm not
Hmm.
gonna go ahead and share like the stuff that I go through. I mean, I might share a little bit of it, like just a little bit to kind of like, encourage somebody out there. Like I'm gonna always use my struggles to like encourage people.
And see, that's what
Um.
I like about, yeah, I like about like your feed and stuff, and like on your page is that
hmm
you share that. Like it's like I have this, or I struggle with like my
Right.
hair or whatever, but it's like I think that for me, if I were to ever become a celebrity, and I don't even really like the term celebrity,
Right.
but I like just become famous or recognized.
hmm
I think for me, I would have to continue with how we are on our show. Pictures with
Right.
me without me wearing makeup, or
Yeah.
sharing my struggles and stuff. Because I feel like if you're more open and you share that, then it prevents people from idolizing you. Because that would be the first thing I would ever
Absolutely.
say
Because
in an
yeah.
interview. I would tell them straight up, don't idolize me. It's okay for you to admire me, for me to maybe
Yeah.
inspire you, or whatever, or maybe encourage. Something I say might encourage or motivate you, but don't idolize me, because I'm telling you right now, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not perfect.
Like, don't put me on a pedestal.
Please don't put me on a pedestal, because I'm
Cause,
telling you.
honey, baby, I ain't listen. We
Mm-hmm.
go through stuff over here, and
Okay. Because
it's
I love the Lord, but I cuss. I
me too,
cuss,
friend.
and I might cuss you out if you catch me on the wrong day. But
Mhm.
I love God. I still love God, but I'm like, I don't want you to. But I am wrapped up in flesh. You
Yeah.
know, I am a human being. So don't, don't be putting me on a pedestal because I'm
Hmm.
gonna let you down. I'm gonna let you down.
Yeah, facts. I think
You know,
that's a really good point that you made
yeah.
because
Because we gonna we heading towards we got a
of
few
course,
little subscribers, so we headed towards towards maybe a little bit of fame. We gonna go ahead and speak that,
of
and
course.
that's what that would be the one thing I would like to do with fame, would be
Hmm.
to
Use it
help
the right
people.
way. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
exactly. Use your platform to be a blessing to somebody.
Hmm.
That, and I think that not enough celebrities unfortunately do
And
that.
even when you do that, you still have to remain personable and
Mm-hmm.
talk to your audience like just really be honest with them and open because you don't want people to think that you're so perfect that you have it all
Yeah.
figured out like you don't have you just got everything all together like
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that everybody likes something, everybody go through something,
Yeah.
everybody's going through something, even the people who have money they're
Yeah.
dealing
Oh
with
yeah.
something.
Yep. Absolutely. And that's the thing when you say perfect. I think that's why people put them on a pedestal, because when you see them, when they're presented to us, they appear to be perfect. Like their pictures are flawless, not a
Mm-hmm.
pimple, not a pore,
Yep.
not a hair out of place. Makeup is flawless. Everything, clothes are not wrinkled. Everything is so polished.
Yeah.
So I think that automatically gets it in people's head that these people, they're perfect. These are like perfect. That's why
Mm-hmm.
they're celebrities, because they're perfect. And they are
Right.
absolutely not. They're
Girl,
not.
at all.
Uh.
At all.
But yeah, girl, I'm just that's just one of my things that just irritates me. It's just like,
Hmm.
y'all stop. Like, because I'm like, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't have that same energy if you were in their face. That's the thing that,
Exactly.
girl, you wouldn't say
They be
half the
saying be
stuff
careful what
y'all
you ask
say.
for.
Okay, you wouldn't say half, and that was the other thing. I remember, um, they were having these, them like if they have another or two celebrities are quote unquote beefing, and then this
Uh-huh.
celebrity's fans get on the other celebrity's fans,
Hmm.
and then it's all that stuff. And so my thing is with these celebrities, y'all need to start making some examples, because that would be exactly what I would do. Especially if
Right.
you have the money to do it, I would choose a handful of folks that are on my page.
Hmm.
Especially when they get disrespectful with the death threats and all that stuff. I would take a handful of them,
Right.
and make an example out of them. And I would start pressing criminal charges again, especially if I got the income to do so, to go after you, because you know that whenever you on the internet,
Hmm.
you leave a footprint. So even when you create those fake accounts, there are still
Absolutely.
footprints that can lead back to you. I'm like, I hope people know that just because your name and stuff and picture ain't
Yeah.
up there, they can still find you.
Like,
And if
because
I
you.
was the girl, if I had the money to do that, I would find you and I would press charges against you and I would make an example out of you.
Yep.
And I think that if celebrities started doing more of that and holding these folks accountable, they would stop it, because you never know, when you can do some time, or I'll take you to court. I'll sue you.
Yeah. We're gonna make this the right
For
way.
emotional distress. Yeah, exactly. Make some examples out of these fools.
Child, they be trying it. They don't even know what they be doing. They just be doing random stuff, not knowing that they can get in trouble for that, or something behind. Because
Yeah,
social media shaming is so like such a thing, but like they don't think about if somebody really want to take you to court for that, they really
they can.
can.
And depending on certain states, I'm not sure if it's all, but I know cyberbullying is a crime.
Of course.
And so that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then making death threats are definitely a crime. So I'm like, y'all better be careful about doing that.
Hmm.
They gonna make an example out of y'all asses, and then we'll see how tough you are in prison. See if you got that same energy.
Yeah.
And usually it'll be like some 16-year-old dweeb that ain't got enough to do, that'll create these little fake
Of
accounts.
course. It be
Girl,
yeah, of course. Or somebody that's bitter and mad and
it's
you
like
know.
it's like at that point that you are trolling somebody, you should stop and think before you start typing and clickety
Hmm.
clacking on your cell phone. Like, look, this is how bad my life has become. My life has been reduced in creating a fake account just to get on here to spew
And
some hate
bash
towards
people.
somebody I
Right.
don't even know.
Right. That's crazy to me.
That's
I
a
don't
really
know.
sad existence. It
Yep.
really is.
And it happens. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's so sad, especially
But you know,
with the shade room. It's just like,
oh yeah.
and for me, it's like, first of all, when the shade room has shared that stuff, I it's called the shade room. So I mean, I wasn't expecting a hell of a whole lot of respects to come from the comment section,
Girl.
not from a publication or whatever that's called, or an account that's called the shade room. I mean, come on. I mean, that's what it's in the name. So that's what
Hmm.
people are going to do. So it's like, I just kind of took it for what it was. I'm like, well, I'm just expecting the people to be shady. That's what they do. That's what they
Yeah,
came here to do. That's why it's so
pretty much.
popular.
Yeah, because people love stuff like that.
People they love to see other people not doing good. They love to
Hmm.
have other people around them
Yep.
to to help them ag on to almost bully people. It makes them feel good, better about themselves to put somebody
Yeah.
else down. It's really sad. And then that's the other thing. They'll be the same people that'll be on their personal social media pages talking about black people need to stick together, need to uplift each other. Be the same folks. That's like, but wait, sis, you were just over here talking about homegirls,
Mm-mm.
whatever. You were
I
just
keep
over
it
here
real.
hating on her. But now black people need to stick together. We don't respect one another. We don't love one another. But you were just over there spewing hate.
Girl, I cannot. No.
Girl, I can't either. Ooh, child, I
That's
can't.
why I be see nah, that's why I be minding my business because
Yeah, you have to mind your business because
I be
these people will make you want to pop them.
mm-hmm. For real.
They'll make you want to pop them. And something else I want to talk about. I know it's kind of off topic, but we can just throw
Mm-hmm.
this in here. Girl, you see that they in Texas? Because we live in Texas, of course. And you see that they're about to sign into law where anybody can have a gun, and
I heard about it and it's just ridiculous to me because how the hell are you
child,
basically trusting basically everybody to just have a gun?
we gonna be the
Like
wild
what?
wild west out here. We gonna be the
Girl,
wild.
but I'm finna move.
Girl, anybody can have a gun, and my concern about that is that
Not everybody's responsible to own
we
a
not,
gun.
but I mean, we've had so many, almost, it's like almost every day there's a mass shooting somewhere.
Exactly.
And but even in Texas, like while
Girl,
they were still,
these
while this
people
stuff,
don't care about us. That's what I be
girl,
saying.
while they were over there trying to decide on whether or not to pass this, and they were debating it back and forth, there was a mass shooting during that time period in
Wow.
Austin, of all places,
Wow.
where they were, where they're trying to, where the governor or whatever lives. So it's just like, well, why in the, and so my
That's
thing is
crazy.
too with black people is that, whenever you're stopped by a cop, especially black men, they
Hmm.
automatically assume that you have a gun. Now it's like we're giving them the license to
Hmm.
really assume that you have a gun in Texas because it's legal for everybody to have one now.
That's wild
you
to me
know?
though.
And so I was just telling my cousins, y'all, I mean, be careful. Please be careful because
Yeah.
and then you have a shooting. I guess their
I would
whole
not feel comfortable being around like
mm-mm,
too many people. I wouldn't feel comfortable going to none of that stuff. Like
nothing. It's like I don't know if I would
somebody
ever
gonna be
want to go to nothing in Texas where it's a whole bunch of people because you
festivals,
don't
any of
you're
that.
not gonna know who the perpetrator is because the real perpetrator pulls out a gun and starts shooting. You got everybody shooting. So now you don't
Girl,
know who's who. You
girl,
don't know
bye.
who started,
Everybody gonna be.
who's the bad guy because everybody got guns now.
So my question is, are these like businesses are going to allow that? Like I don't
Well,
know. I think
businesses. Well, see, I have my conceal handgun license, and so businesses have the right to tell you that you can't bring your gun in there, whether it's
okay.
concealed or
Okay, that's good.
open carry. They can say that, hey, don't put it on here. They have what they call a 30.6 and a 30.7. And if they have both of those posted on their window or on their door or
Yeah.
whatever, you cannot bring your gun in there at all. They don't
Okay.
care what the law is. So businesses do have the right to tell you, no
That's
guns
good
in
then.
here.
That at least that's good. Like even if
Yeah,
someone let's say wants to do, an event or whatever, like, hey, I don't want this here, and at least they
girl.
can they can have that decision.
But I'm just thinking about just people driving, just road rage. You
No,
know,
yeah, it's I
everybody got a
don't
gun.
yeah. I cannot hunk at nobody no more. Oh Lord.
Yeah, you can't honk at nobody, girl. Shit, try not to cut nobody off on accident. Oh Lord Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
gonna blow your head off just for shit. My
We have to do
bad.
we should do an episode on that.
On road rage.
No, just the
Oh,
the hang. I mean, we can talk about road because girl, I got road rage. You a
yeah, I
child,
got
but
road rage. Oh, I know you got road rage, and you drive real fast. And ooh, child. That could be an episode talking about how you were driving me home from the airport and you would turn around looking directly at me and not looking at the street. With
Okay,
that, we
that's
should talk
not.
about that.
First of
Oh Lord,
all,
my life literally flashed before my eyes. I'm like, oh my God,
what
it's
did you
gonna end
die
like
though?
this. I almost.
That's a
I
lot.
think I might have peed in my pants a little bit because I was like,
Girl,
oh my
shut
God,
up.
this girl is literally talking, and then you talking with your hand, and you so animated, and your hands they
But
leave the
I be
wheel
knowing
and they
where I'm
go back.
going though.
Oh my God, I was so nervous. Oh God, it just gives me heart palpitations just thinking about
That's why I don't see. That's why I have to drive by myself because
it.
y'all
Whew,
be the ones
child.
that give me the anxiety.
No, you give us the anxiety.
I'll be so peaceful by
Mm-mm.
myself.
I just have to just close my eyes and pray, Lord, just let us make it here, please.
Anyways, but she didn't die. She's alive, guys. So we're not gonna,
I can't with her. I really cannot with her.
girl, I do drive
But
crazy.
anyway, yes, you do. You do. You do. But yeah, but anyway, guys, thank you guys for listening. We're gonna
Yes,
definitely make sure that next week we can be back
I know with our
with
video
our
content.
video because yeah,
It's
just
all
this
right though.
weather. It's supposed to clear up on Thursday.
Wednesday. Oh yeah,
Wednesday or
Thursday.
Thursday. Wednesday,
Yeah,
one
so
of
by
them.
next week
So
we should be fine.
oh yeah, we got it. Yeah. We're gonna be back with some fire content next week.
Facts, facts.
Yes.
Thank you guys so
So
much for tuning in. Again, make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, Flex My Melanin Podcast, social
and
media,
social
Instagram.
absolutely
So
social media. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much and we're gonna see y'all next week.
next week. All right, guys. Bye.
Peace.